Welcome back and thanks for watching. I'm really excited to actually do this video today. I wanted to do that for quite a long time and I had it at the back of my mind for a while as well. It is about microphone shootouts. So why do you do a microphone shootout? Well, ideally, if you record something, you do want to process it as little as possible, unless you like into very specific genres where this is actually a thing. But you might want to process it with you want to get actually to the end as quickly as possible, right? To the end result as quickly as possible. And this is only possible if you already have a recording that does sound like something that you kind of have in your mind. So in an ideal scenario, I would have multiple mic inputs. I only have one, which means I have to sing it multiple times actually. There will be absolutely no special processing on the voice except a low cut. There will be a de-esser, a very light de-esser, and there will be some transparent compression, and yeah, basically some reverb and some whole presets. Nothing else, no melody or anything, because I want this signal to be as raw as possible to give you an idea of like what the microphone actually captures. And we have 4 fantastic mics today. We have the STC-2 from Sontronics. We do have the Neumann TLM 67. We have the Telefunken AR-51, and we have the Neumann U47 the FET model. Very excited to get that going, so let's check it out. I do have some recordings here. Let's see about these recordings and how they were actually recorded, and then we're gonna jump into some of the specifics. So I'll just select it here, and let's see, that's the STC-2.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day, too many times to list. You appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours, and you worked wonders opening doors.
Okay, so the STC is like a very, it is not the most expensive microphone. It's from Sontronics, but I still think that it does what it does very well. We have the TLM 67 here in comparison.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day, too many times to list. You appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours, and you worked wonders opening doors.
Let's check out the U47, also from Neumann.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day, too many times to list. You appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours, and you worked wonders opening doors.
Okay, and we do have the AR-51, that's a tube microphone from Telefunken.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day, too many times to list. You appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours, and you worked wonders opening doors.
Now, we did listen to all these 4 recordings, and I think it's quite interesting. They all have something or other going for them. So just out of interest, listen to the STC-2 and the quality of some of the S's. And yeah, as I said before, I mean, I don't have anything crazy going on here. I do have the, like just a low cut, a de-esser and a compressor. So nothing specific going on, obviously a bit of reverb. But yeah, listen to the quality of the S's.
They say heroes are made.
They say heroes are made.
They say heroes are made.
It's like, you know, this kind of S sound that's like very, very much in your face. It's like, I don't know, it's like a feeling that's potentially hard to describe, but between your eyes, it's like stinging a bit, right? So I think that's what this does, and this is actually one of the things that I, in the past, well, especially with my voice, actually, had issues mixing with, because it has like this slightly more nasal voice to it, and it brings that out even more. So getting that out is like relatively hard in comparison here with the TLM 67.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day.
I find the TLM67 very interesting here because I think it's extremely neutral. It doesn't really like pronounce the highs so much like the STC-2 does, but for me it's like just a bit. I mean, obviously, if you roll off the highs, it's more like this kind of, you get a bit of a blanket feeling.
They say heroes are made,
as if there would be a blanket over the microphone. But it makes the sound very neutral. The U47 FET.
They say heroes are made, but you just exist. You save me every day, too many.
Personally, for me, this sounds like very, very rounded. But if you go back to the AR-51 now,
they say heroes are made, but you just exist.
there is this, I don't know, it's like hard to describe. Obviously, this is something I would say that the tube does, like this saturation, obviously, that you get on the voice. This is obviously something that the U47 does not have. You know, the thing is, I think it depends mostly on the song, whether this is an effect that you want to have on your voice or not. And potentially for a song like that has melody lines like that, I think it might actually be quite useful to try and see whether this microphone might work.
Appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours.
Compared to this one here.
Appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours.
Compared to the TLM.
Appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours.
Compared to the STC-2.
Appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours.
So the STC-2 is like really the brightest one out of the bunch. It's also the most budget-friendly one, I have to say. For that, it's actually like really good. But for this specific track, I think I would be choosing the Telefunken AR-51 because I really like what it does to the voice with these melody lines. And if the vocals are already like 80% or maybe even more already there, the amount of additional processing that you have to do is much, much less, which is always good.
Appeared in my life with that warm smile of yours.
Yeah, I actually kind of like that. So yeah, I hope you got a good idea as to what I'm usually looking for. And I mean, the thing is, on a per song basis, depending on the content of the song, a different mic might make actually sense, right? There are certain microphones, I think, that lend themselves a bit more to certain genres, right? There's also certain capsules that can do certain things, which is fantastic. But obviously, there's a lot of choice. So if you find a microphone that works for, say, 90% of all the applications, I think that's fantastic, especially for me as a solo singer and recording engineer. Actually, I can set everything up the way that I want it and basically keep going. So if there's rap parts or if there is more melodic parts, both would work on the same microphone. So yeah, with that said, I hope you had fun. Which recording did you actually like the most? So which microphone was the one that sounded most musical to you? Let me know in the comments down below and see you again next time.